Welcome to Kinect for Xbox 360. The story behind the experience. A show about a brand new technology called Kinect and what it means to you and your experience with entertainment. Kinect for Xbox 360 is a brand new innovation that allows your body and your voice to be recognized by Xbox 360 to engage games and entertainment. That means no controller, no wand, nothing to hold, to wear, or to touch. It's just you and your body as the controller, making this truly interactive entertainment. This show is an opportunity to see what it means to you. From a look at the advanced science behind Kinect that tracks a person's body, to what it means for the future of entertainment.
Xbox, play.
It's a glimpse behind the scenes where we hear from creators of Kinect and get a chance to visit with some of the lead designers and directors from a variety of the new entertainment experiences and games. And this is a chance to hear from real people and families who use Kinect for the first time during exclusive in-home previews.
It basically senses your movement, your hand gestures, and your body movement.
Set it up, and just immediately we got to have fun. There was really no learning curve. We just jumped right in, and that's all we needed to know.
I mean, just like playing real ping pong, with the same mental expectation on the game that you would have in real life. I'm just really impressed at how accurate and responsive it is.
When there's a remote, you kind of have to remember which button lets you do which thing. Yeah. And here you can just do what you want.
People who might have thought that all video games are not good for their kids, they see this and it shows that there are good things and they're getting active. It's just fun for the whole family.
With Kinect, every single part of your body that the device can see is what's driving the experience on screen. And so your slightest movement is picked up. It knows my face. It can respond to my voice commands.
Xbox, fast forward.
It knows my body. It can follow what my body does. It's the first time that's ever been available for entertainment or any experience, really.
When people traditionally think of games, they think of somebody sitting on the sofa, holding a controller in their hand. And really, it's something that isn't enjoyable to watch or isn't something that really draws you into the experience. I think the great thing about Kinect is it really is fun to watch people play.
The most satisfying thing about this experience for me as a mom is that my kids love it, and they love to play it with me. And when we pull out Kinect and get it set up and get the games going, they have giant smiles on their faces, and they can't wait to get started.
Because there aren't any pre-learned button combinations or, preset ways that you have to play the games, with Kinect, since you're using your entire body to control your character on screen, you really can put your own kind of personal style and your own individual way of playing into the experience.
So that's a little about how it works now. But where did this idea come from? In 2007, Don Matrick was leading the interactive entertainment business at Microsoft.
The early years when I got involved was 1982, and games were being created, but people hadn't decided whether it was the hula hoop or a sustainable activity. Along the way, as our industry grew and our business grew, I had a chance to join the board of USC. And on the board of USC, the Cinematic Arts School, people like Steven Spielberg and George Lucas and others. And I remember one of the early board meetings, people saying, if you could just find a way to move beyond the controller as a way to control your art form, we think your business would take off and explode.
In June of 2009, Steven Spielberg, one of entertainment's most renowned luminaries, joined Don Matrick on stage to announce the technology in the first public introduction, then codenamed Project Natal.
Don, from the day Don and I met a decade ago, we've been asking a crucial question, which is how can interactive entertainment become as approachable as all other forms of entertainment? The only way to bring interactive entertainment to everybody is to make the technology invisible. And only then can we shine the spotlight where it belongs, which is on you and the fun you can have with a technology that recognizes not only your thumbs and your wrist, but your entire being. It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about no wheel at all.
Most people in the industry believe that this breakthrough in technology was well more than a decade away.
Researchers have been trying for years to do reliable tracking of human bodies, and what's difficult about it is the ambiguity in the shape of the skeleton. So if you have just a two-dimensional view, it's very hard to tell whether the leg is forward or whether the leg is back.
So how do you turn something from science fiction into science fact? Research, vision, and complete commitment.
Project Natal came from essentially a challenge brought forth to us by Don Matrick, the guy that runs the interactive entertainment business. And he essentially looked to us and he said, I'd really like to expand our art form, our interactive entertainment art form, to a whole new set of customers that haven't been able to experience it before. So we started by the premise of the input is a barrier. Can we remove the input and shift the paradigm so that instead of humans having to understand the language of machines, we could get machines to fundamentally understand the language of the humans. It's technology that hasn't been available before in terms of real-time processing in your living room. And the way that it works is we've created the equivalent of a brain.
Alex Kipman and his team incubate the incredible possibilities of this innovation, as seen with these early demonstration videos. But he also turned to top researcher Andrew Blake and his team in Cambridge, England, to collaborate on the math and probability modeling to make Kinect really function.
So until now, if you wanted to measure the movements of parts of somebody's body, you'd need to strap something onto the body. It might be some kind of a remote or some kind of a marker, like a reflector you put on a bicycle. But now, the motion of your hand is measured by the machine, and you don't have to wear anything. It's just looking at you. Not only that, it works not just for the hand, but for all the parts of the body. One of the brilliant things is that the 3D camera, for the first time, is going to be available. That gives you the three-dimensional information about the distance to every point on the body. But it doesn't actually give you an interpretation of where the limbs are, what the angles of the joints are. As the body moves into the field of view of the camera, the machine learning technology kicks in and signals to the computer where the various limbs of the body are.
It evaluates effectively trillions of body configurations every frame. We've made it do that 30 times a second.
This is the dream of every researcher, taking their blue skies research and seeing it being shipped to millions of people. I think this is one of the most successful applications of machine learning and computer vision that's ever been deployed, and one that's going to change people's lives.
When Kinect looks into the room, what it sees is the outline of a person standing in front of the television who wants to play. We want to understand your movement, how your body moves, be able to translate that into what's happening on screen. So we literally start at the head and work down and build an outline of your body using simple lines and joints to understand how you move. We call that outline a skeleton.
Once you can robustly take that information and create skeletons, then you've given the game developer an incredible tool set that he never had available before. Now, instead of dealing with button pushers, you're dealing with people's hands, you're dealing with people's torso, you're dealing with their head, their feet, their legs. And you can create a vast array of different experiences.
There's one huge pot of gold which we haven't yet found in entertainment, any form of entertainment, and that is you. You as an individual. I want to be recognized in entertainment. Me, the person sitting the other side of that screen. You know, books and films and radio plays and music, they don't recognize me. But hang on a second, when you bring something so different, then suddenly I am recognized. My body, my voice, my face, my clothes, it's recognized, and that means experiences that simply could not have existed before.
You see, it's me in the game.
One of the beautiful things about building platforms is the fact that to a certain extent, platforms are just palettes. And what painters, what creative people will do with your palettes is amazing. It surprises you every single time.
Kinect represents one of the most advanced consumer technologies ever. But it's really just cool science until creators use it to make entertainment. Designers and game producers build experiences and stories around the technology. And that is what you ultimately get to see and do. Shannon Loftus leads the studio that produced the game called Kinect Adventures.
I am a game developer and have been since 1995, but I'm also a mom. We were specifically thinking about people who are looking to entertainment and games as a way to bring people together. Everything we did had to be as much fun to watch as it is to play.
It was a group activity, and there were people doing it, but you could participate and help them.
I saw lots of engagement from the sidelines as well as the people playing the game, lots of involvement by all members of the family.
Like sometimes when you're playing something really fun, you have to wait till it's your turn to play it. But when you're playing this, not like you're waiting to play.
At the core of Kinect Adventures is full body gameplay. So you stand up, you get up off the couch, and then you use your full body to drive the game. When you move your arms, your avatar moves her arms. When you move your legs, your avatar moves her legs. When you jump, your avatar jumps. It has 20 adventures. Every adventure combines lots of different wild activities with a common goal. We want entertainment experiences that bring people together, that are fun to watch, even if you're not playing. That's really the future of gaming.
Like mid-game, this little camera comes up floating there and takes a snapshot. And then afterwards, you see all these pictures of you.
It's been so much fun to bring my own family values into the development process and my own desire to have games that unite everybody and break down the barriers between gamers and non-gamers, and that allow me to build connections with the people in my house and all over the world as I'm playing.
So fun and family, accessible and active. Over in England at a studio called Rare, they matched the active part with Kinect's precision body tracking and developed Kinect Sports, which brings a uniquely real sports feel to your living room.
With sports, we wanted to try and get something, I guess you'd call it evergreen, something that appealed to absolutely everybody. We've got track and field, bowling, boxing, soccer, beach volleyball, and table tennis. And we were doing some of the very, very early play tests, we're going back a year from now. People were kind of amazed that, they raised their arm, the avatar raised its arm, they wiggled their hips, the avatar wiggles its hips. We kind of coined the term digital mirroring. One of the great things with Kinect is because you're tracking the full body. For something like a bowling ball, you can look at all of the joints in the arm, so, the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, and from that we can work out how the ball would spin as you release it. So that's just something that's absolutely fantastic, that I can impart a little bit of spin or a lot of spin just from the movement of my arm alone is amazing.
You really did feel like you were there holding the ball, bowling. I had 4 strikes in a row.
Just flicking my wrist like this and flicking my wrist like that made a huge difference. Like top spin and then back spin. Pretty amazing that that little camera can pick up that little movement.
When it was match point between Claire and Drew, and the audience became completely silent, and you could hear the voice and the heartbeat.
Instead of just sitting and being a couch potato, you're active and you're participating in the game, so you're moving.
It really is immersive. You think you're in this stadium and you're doing all these motions, and then you see the pictures of you just waving around in your living room. The whole group would laugh.
It's actually kind of that sport in microcosm in your living room. It's all about bringing your life experience into the game.
Let's see what Kinect does when you pair it with Xbox Live. Suddenly, a new world of entertainment is at your command.
Xbox Live is our online network that makes your entertainment more social. It connects you to your friends and allows you to have these really amazing experiences even when you can't be together in the living room. We've always believed that Kinect and Xbox Live were really deeply linked. Kinect is about making it simpler and easier for you to have the types of experiences that you want, whether that's play a new game experience, whether it's find entertainment that you want, or whether it's to find your friends and chat with them or communicate. One of the ways that Xbox Live brings you your entertainment is through the work that we've done on online movies. You find a movie in our catalog and you click on it and it instantly starts streaming from our servers in the cloud.
We've taken our movies experience and TV show experience and brought the gesture and the voice navigation into that.
Basically, with your hand and or your voice, you were able just to tell the Xbox what you wanted to do.
Xbox, play.
Gesture and voice, they really go hand in hand as a natural way for you to participate in your world. And we're just really trying to extend the way that you participate with your world normally to these experiences that we're bringing to your living room.
I want to watch the guild.
Xbox. Stop.
Just simplify your life, not because you have to understand and control something or pick up a piece of plastic, but because it's listening and it's trying to make it easier for you to do what you want.
Learn about this, then be discovered. That would be so.
I can just wave at the screen, grab out at a cursor, and slide meaningfully and really quickly and efficiently around and show them my favorite parts of a movie.
You suddenly get a lot of that technology out of the way so that you just get to have the experience that you want.
In the ESPN one, you had games already there for you, and then you could see the highlights. It was already all there.
To be able to go back and just pick points within the game and see different touchdowns if you're watching football and have it be kind of your own call. It's the difference between dial-up internet and high speed, you know.
It feels futuristic sitting there saying, Xbox, rewind. We're ahead of our time a little bit.
Communication is one of the oldest, deepest, and best forms of entertaining yourself. If you wanted to chat with one of your friends, you'd go in, you could either wave and just move it with your hands, or you'd say Xbox Video Connect. And then suddenly you're in the experience. Connect with them right there with one simple gesture, and you're chatting. The Kinect sensor has a really good sense of the space, and that's what makes it be smart enough so that you don't feel like you're always having to change the angle. Let me move this around. One of the things that has to happen is the technology actually, it has to just disappear so that people can suddenly do what people have always done. Communicate and connect, and it's the dance around the fire, it's the singing songs together. Those things don't happen because you needed a bunch of tech to start it. It's get out of the way, it's make the technology disappear so that you can have that human magic.
Bye.